Just now, I could add those who requested, but now I can't go into the. Just now I approve all those who wants to come in. How do you guys log in just now? All those requested. Turns into this page. So you can join straight away, right? Guys, can someone respond? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you guys just join the team without need to request and all that?
Oh, yes. Just now, just directly connect to the MS team.
Oh yeah, because some of you actually requested and I just approve all like that, can because it's I'm not sure the steps here because it keeps getting me to the members. If I need to add one by one, then it's gonna be a lot of work. So I gave you the code only, right? Suppose okay
Supposed to be like that.
Okay. So right now in this chat room we have 22, right?
20.
So we're supposed to have more, but you guys can just go in, right, without me needs to approve you and all that.
Yes, just directly.
Okay, as usual, I will give you the attendance sheets. Okay, so that we can mark our attendance. Anyone still not clear about our elements? Anyone? So this is the link to the attendance. So make sure you go through this one. Okay. You guys need to make sure that the statistic down there counts your name as well, right? Because for the last 2 weeks, I think some of you put an X there, but it doesn't really count. So it's gonna be a problem in terms of documentation as well. So make sure you double check your attendance. The request. Yeah, so this the issue with that is actually I get the request, and every time I click on the approve one. I click approve all, so suppose no issue anymore lah. Can someone help regarding the in joining the class, because some of you actually don't need my approval to join the class. They need the class code only. For those who are already a member of this group, you can join the discussion, right? No issue, right? members. I go into manage add member. Okay, can someone help regarding the joining this class? Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Femi.
Yep.
I think the joining issue that you have to approve is because they haven't joined the MS team before.
And now they can?
I mean, like they haven't joined the class before.
Yeah, because I tried to go into the approve screen, but it doesn't really pops out. So but some of you actually just enter the code, right?
Oh, enter the code.
Yeah, I think use code better lah. Use the link. It will request approve, and then I need to click on the approve, but the window doesn't pop out. The window of approving you guys doesn't pop out. So use the code now.
Oh, okay, code.
Okay. Because I have a lot of emails popping out regarding requesting, but once I click that, it doesn't really go anywhere. So that's a glitch, but just use the code then. Okay. Okay. Who's recording? Who's recording the class? It's recorded already, but someone actually click the record buttons. Okay, never mind. Do that. Okay. Before anything, I just want to ask whether anyone is unclear about the directions of our project 2 for CAD and Tech project 1, CAD project 2, and design. Anyone is unclear about this project? Anyone? Anyone is not clear about this project? No? Everyone okay? Clear? Can I have some response, please, on this matter? Because if not, then it's I really want to explain which one is not clear. Okay. All right. Please put your attendance. X mark your attendance. Okay. Because tomorrow will be public holiday, right? It's Raya Haji, Raya Kurban. So the class for those who actually for tomorrow's class, you still can benefit from this class as well. One is it's recorded. The second one is actually it's for the benefits of all. Okay. So on book, yes, you there is no class tomorrow, but you can actually go through. Can? All right. For the attendance, make sure it's marked. Okay. Okay. Right now is, you can see the screen is 35 only. Okay, 35 people have marked in the attendance, but I think we have around 40 people in this group, right? Okay, in this current one. So if you want to do a bit of screenshots, okay, can you guys open up the webcam for the screenshots just for a moment, and then we can continue on with the class. Okay. For today's session, I will just do the um, new family component. Okay, and then these are the items that we will. These are the elements that we will go through. Okay. Can you guys open up the webcam for a while? I need to do a screenshots. Thank you. Okay. I still need a few of you to open up your webcam so that is um, can capture the screen. Okay. Okay, another screenshot before we start our class. All right. Okay. So we start with for those who actually went to the tech class. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope you have a good breakfast. Okay. So yesterday we were talking about how we want to design our elements. Okay. There are a few like notable elements that we can actually venture into, like this one of the I think good diagrams that we can relate to. Okay. So these are the elements that not just for the heritage building or any building. These are some of the elements that we can get the idea or we can pick for the craft. Okay, we try to maximize most of it because what we are looking for now is a custom crafted components or elements for us to elaborate our design. Okay, so some of these items here is actually I would say it's a part of the component, which is sub component or sub elements, like for instance the cornice here, the keystone, okay, the pilaster, okay, it's all a part of the column configuration. Okay, and also when we go into the window, okay, there is a transom, the framings, okay, the window grill also an elements, air vents also another elements. Okay, so what you guys need to do is be imaginative in terms of the functions, and then these are some of the ideas on applying our craft. So I will do one, and then if you have some requests, uh, okay, okay, Yusuf got disconnected and can't come in. I think you can use the uh, can you use I think you can use the code, right? Can you try ask him to use the code? Okay. Still have the request. How to approve this one? All right. Okay. So in these elements, I will do one element, which is the column. And like I said, what we really need to do is to imagine a bit in this sense, do a bit of sketch, okay, how you want your column to be. Okay, I will start with this one. Okay, if you guys have like an idea of what elements you want and then how you want it to look and all that, you can open up your webcam and then brief me about what you want to do, and I will show you a bit of step by step how to do it. Okay, um, it might be different from what you want, but I will let you know the method of the steps of achieving that particular components. Agree? Okay, let's start with the column first. All right, let's move it out of the way. Okay, for columns, when you start your new Revit family components, okay, when you start with your Revit components like this one, okay, there are a few templates that you could actually use. The balusters, this one is for railings, baluster panels, baluster posts. We want to look for metric column. Okay, so metric column is when you want to create the columns, we go into the template of metric columns. If you don't have this, probably when you install Revit, you didn't install the template as well. So you could actually copy the template from your fan, or you can actually reinstall the component um, from Revit network. Okay, clear? Everyone's clear so far? This one is the easy one. Okay, to click on the metric column. Okay, so when you start with the metric column, this is the layout that you get. Okay, so when you get this one is the depth, okay, this one is the width. What it means here is that if you attach any dimension to this reference plane, like for instance, you can change the depth and width here. Okay, so let's say if you want to do a square column, right? You do a square column like this one. Okay, and then if you lock it in place, okay, your column will change according to the parameters that you have put here. Okay, see? Okay, and the column will change accordingly. If you look into the 3D view, okay, that doesn't look like a column because it's actually like this. Okay, if I attach it to this upper level, lock it in your 3D, now it looks more like a column. If you change the parameters, okay, let's say to 400, okay, it will change. Okay, but what if like the sketch that we did, we want it to be a circular column, right? So if you do a circular column, it's the same ideas. Okay, go here and then you delete the profile. Okay, and then you do a circular profile like this one. Okay, and then we want to change the parameters from depth to radius. Okay, so we don't really need this one. Just need the radius of this. So the radius, okay, we click on the drawing. Okay, we click on the profile that we draw here, and then we add the dimensions. Why we need the dimension is for the labeling. Here, I create the parameter, put their radius. Okay. And this one is actually there. Okay, so we'll change the scale a bit. Okay, and then if you were to change the radius like this one to, let's say, 450, it will change. Okay, okay, so that's how we control the parameters. But today we will do like a very custom made column. So I would delete this one. I would also delete this one. I would also delete this one. Okay, so we don't really need that. So right now we are doing custom one. Okay, so this one, let's say 300 or radius is 150. Okay, so 150 mm column, we have the base one. Okay, so usually what I would do is I directly create from here, okay, the profiles. The first profile of this column, okay, which is the top one. Okay, what we need to do is go to your ceiling plans, which actually will attach your any model that you draw into this one, this level. Okay, ceiling floor, ceiling plans. Okay, and then you must create another extrusion. Okay, or you can actually do a sweep. So in this sense, I would do a sweep first, and then we'll see the extrusion. Okay, sketch path. Make sure the set of the we set the work plane to upper reference level, which is the top reference for your column. Okay, so I would attach this to the profile of the column. Okay, and then I would edit the profile, go to your left elevation, and start drawing your profiles. Let's say this one, I want it to go outwards around 300 mm, and then it will go down 50 mm. Okay, go another 50. Okay, like that. And then I just copy this one. Like that. Okay, can actually copy thing here. Okay, so once you have this there, okay, this one is a bit too much. So let's delete some. Like that. Okay, so that's our profile. If you look in the 3D, it's gonna be like that. Okay, but we are missing a few item details. Okay, if you have a detailer drawings, it will be better. Okay, if you look here, there's some details that I really wanted to actually express. Okay, so what I usually do is actually I go back here in this one, and then I create a void revolve. Okay, the void revolve that I want to create is something like this. Axis line. Okay, I know that this one is a segments, right? If you go into your 3D, you can see that this is actually the first one that we want to carve out. So this face here. So you go back to your lines, and then you put here like that. Your axis line is like that. Okay, and then your boundary lines is actually a circle. Okay, and it must be a closed loop, so it's be like that. Okay, so the revolve is like that. Okay, I don't think you can see it. Yeah, it's here. Okay, because it's referred to this one. Okay, what I want to do now is to detach. Okay, I click that, the void revolve that we did, I move it. Okay, I disjoin so that we can actually move it down into this level. Okay, now you see it's actually cut out already. But it doesn't really cut the way I want it because it's actually like that. Okay, that's why I usually do the void revolve using my elevation. Okay, try to create a revolve void. Yeah, sorry about that. Revolve void, and then do it in your elevation so that you can actually have a better understanding of the void that you want to carve out. So this one is 100, so we push it to 200 here, like that, and then we just close the loop and then click OK. Okay, what it did in the view, in the 3D view, is to cut out like that. Okay, when it cut out like that, it's actually a part of the system. Okay, so left, front. Okay, this one I think is because it's actually located there. Okay, so what we really need to do is actually go back to this one, change the work plane to center. Okay, then it will cut out right in the center there. Okay, everyone okay? Everyone still okay with me going this speed, or can I speed up a bit? Okay, then what I would do is actually I will array polar group. Okay, array polar. Okay, first I need to disjoint it lah. First I need to disjoint it so that it doesn't really attach to anything. So I move it, disjoint. Okay, that's how we actually disjoint. Okay, just move it back to the place. Don't undo because it's already disjoint. Okay, and you can array. Make sure this radial array, or in other software it's called polar array, radial array. And then how many you want in the circle. Okay, so if the complete circle is 360 degrees, so if you put like 10, that means that every element is about 36 degrees. Okay, if you want to try that, you put 10 here. Okay, and move your center of rotation to the center of the column, and then angle 360. So what happened is actually it's gonna carve out like that. Any comments? Any comments so far? Okay, so let's do the same, but for our top one. Okay, I will just copy this one. Copy this to the second segment, like that. Okay, like that. Okay, and then just cut. Mind. If cannot, we just create a new revolve. Okay, axis is here. Okay, set the work plane first to front and back. Okay, put the axis here on this part, and the boundary lines, just put the circle. But make sure, because this one is half, so we go into 200, then we turn it like that. Okay, again, move it, disjoin 20, and move it back 20, so that it will be the same area. Go to your ceiling plan again, and then array it. Okay, array it. Array. There's some glitch in the view, but never mind. Okay, again we put like try 10. Okay, and then place the rotation to be here. Angle is 365, 360. Okay, so there. Okay, there's some issue here. Okay, it's supposed to cut geometry. Okay, never mind, we'll see about that later. Okay, now the column is there already. Okay, the top crown of the column is there. Okay, any comments so far? Okay, because it didn't actually disjoin it very properly. Never mind. Okay, so let's do that again. Let's do that again. Let's go to your front elevation, create, void revolve, axis line here. Okay, Yeah, 200. And then we do a curve like this. Cut down. So this one is still good. Okay, and then we just rotate it. Let's see whether it's actually better or not. So this one I move it about 36 degrees. Working fine. So let's try rotating it half of 36. Half of 36 is 18. Copy. Array, just do array. Let's try it first. Okay, 18. The interesting fact about the overlapping is also very nice. Okay, so 18. How many panels is fixed 18? Anyone? How many panels for the whole circle if 18? Mm-hmm. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 2 here. 20. Array ungroup 20. Center here 360. Okay, there's some matters here, but never mind. You can actually rotate this one. Copy from here to here. Okay, there is a problem with our voids here, but never mind. That one, it's in Revit system, so that one we can explore how to troubleshoot that one. Now, our column count is there. It could be improved, but the idea is there. Okay, for the bottom one, for the base of the column, we want to have a bit of design. If you look at here, it doesn't really have a design, or perhaps it would be a simple one. So I would just, we'll follow the simple one first, and then we do the rest. So create the suite again. Okay, make sure your work plane is set to your lower reference level, which is your floors, and then just add your profiles. Okay, like that. Okay, sketch your path. Add your profiles like that. Make sure the lines is purple so that you know you are modeling a profile. Okay, and then edit the profile. Go to your elevation view, and then do the profilings that you want. For this one, I just go for the top as a reference, and then I'll go here. This one goes up about 150, and then offset another 50. OV goes down like this. Okay, yeah, simple. Any question? I want to add some few profiles here, like what I designed. I want to add some few profiles in the center of the column, so that it's actually a bit interesting. Okay, So I just edit this one, edit the profile. I just add another frames from here, like that. This one I can copy multiple times, like that. Okay. So clear so far? Your column? Clear? Easy, right? I try to make it as slow and as understandable as possible so that everyone would actually benefit something from this one. Okay. For the crown, usually because there's a lot of elements here, I tend to group it. Okay, because I really want it to move according to the panel that we have here. Okay, how do we change the dimensions? Okay, right now the floor level is 4,000. Let's say if we change it to 3,000, see that it actually doesn't really change. So that's one of the items that we need to pin inside here. Okay, so that it's actually moved accordingly. Right. So this one, you need to select everything, including the void also. Okay, group. Okay, inside here. So all the voids are supposed to be locked in place. Okay. Right. So the next one, before we move into the vines, I would say the vines here, or you call a dragon or something. But I think I'm gonna do a bit of like wrapping around. So before we go to that, is everyone clear on the flow so far? Set your work plane and then model it. Is everyone clear on that? Okay, good. Oh, everyone's thinking about the design now. Want to see the dragon? Okay, so let's just if the dragon is actually some trick that I find out from doing some components. Okay, so what we do is actually we go into your lower floor. Okay, and then you create what we call a sweep, right? But not just a normal sweep, but a sweep blend. Okay, normal sweep you have one profile. Sweep blend you have two profiles. Okay, when you sketch your path like this one, what you need to do is actually go to here like this one, center arc. So you put there and you move it like that. Okay, and then we push it like that. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step is you click right and then edit the profile. Go to your 3D view. Okay, edit the profile. The first profile is here. Right, the first profile is on this side. So you must go to your front elevation and actually put up the lower part of your vines. Okay, so for now, I just put it here. Okay, like 30 mm. It should be enough. And then profile number 2. Okay, edit profile. You go to your elevation for the next one. Because I do a 270-degree line, so I need to go to another elevation to actually build up where it will go. So for now, I think I will go here. But instead of 30, now it's 60. Okay, so when you go into your 3D view, it's gonna wrap around like this. Okay, but as it goes along, it will climb up on this side. Okay, understand? Okay, so when we click OK, it will actually wrap around like that. Okay, understand? Okay, how do we finish up the tail? Is actually the same. We go into your lower reference, create another sweep blend, sketch your path from the center of the column, then you go into your here, right? And then you would end it like so. Okay, so select profile number 1, go into your 3D, your profile number 1, edit profile. You can actually tap into this one because it's actually the tail. Okay, so we go to number 2. Okay, then I want to end up here in my left elevation. Okay, with that, I want it to be just on top of this one. So we just go there. Okay, all right. So it's going to be like that. Yes, you need to add a bit, edit a bit, but never mind. Okay. So the dragon head, I don't really, it's very intricate and it will take a long time. So we just trace out a few extrusion for the dragon head. Okay, usually what I would do is actually I would do another component, another generic component, and then try to elaborate the dragon head. Okay, but for now, this is the step that I would do in building the vines. Okay, create sweep blends, sketch path. Again, I sketch from here all the way to here. Okay, just half circle on this side. Okay, on this side, right? Go to my 3D and then start working on the profile. Profile number 2. Okay, and then I put it on this side. Okay, then right, profile number 1, edit profile. So go to my left elevation, start climbing up the column. Okay, right. So this one I will just rotate, copy, that. Okay, oops, then rotate, copy, rotate, copy, copy, here to here. Okay, so that when you go to 3D, it's actually like that. Okay, and since we are still climbing up, so edit the profile to here. Okay. Select profile number 2, edit the profile. This one we move up to here. Okay. Okay. Let's just try to mirror these vines. Okay. Just group it. and then let's try mirror it so that it's actually go there. Perhaps not mirror, I just rotate it, it will be better. Good. Okay, that's it. So on the dragon head, usually I would actually search for a simple dragon head. Okay, and then find an image of the cross section. Okay. You find the image of the cross section, like for instance this one. Okay, let's make this one out, and then we save that image. Okay, and then we just drag down the image. Just drag down the image on your elevation. Okay, go to your elevation. Or like I said, we just add a new components. Okay, so we create a new family components. You go to your generic item, generic model, like this one. Okay, right, and then this is the floor plans. So we go into your elevation, your left elevation perhaps. Okay, and then we just drag in the dragon head. Yeah. Okay, if you guys want to draw a dragon head, it's gonna take a lot of time, so we just trace this one for now. Okay, so this one rescale into whatever dimensions that you want. Okay, let's say 300. Okay, and then move it here and start tracing out the outline of it. I would do a simple extrusion first. Okay, and then start tracing out. That. Okay. I'm just gonna take the head so it won't be as not detailed as it should. So I'm just gonna bounce this one out first. Okay. Alright. Okay, so technically this one is how it's actually gonna go. Okay, so technically once we have this, if you want to add another like void here also can, you just go to your what you call that, your floor plans. Okay, and then we do a bit of like tweaking on how we want it to be. So I would actually go into aligning or dimensioning this face to here and make it equal so that it would go in the center. So whatever we move it together like this. Okay, say 100. So it would go into 100 as well. Okay, also we can actually add the dimensions here. So let's say 300. Okay, imagine that 300 is too big. Okay, let's say 200. Okay, this is why this is the reason why I do 200 is because I want to carve out the head a bit. Okay, let's create another void extrusion. Okay, I just want to do a quick carve out here. Okay, just do a bit of carving out like this. Okay, carving out like that. It's two lines, just mirror it, and then you just split these two. Okay, like that. Void. Okay, get the void there. So go to your left elevation. Okay, just make sure your void actually goes up like this. Okay, and then it will turn out to be like that. Okay, perhaps a bit closer, but again, this one is just a basic one. So if you guys want to improve that, by all means, just go with it. Okay. I still not really satisfied with the thing, but yeah, never mind. It's just still, I think this is just me. Okay, so that's about it. And want to load into the project. So load into the project. If you click this one, it will close off. But if you put here, load into project, it will be here. So we can move it in place by going to your elevation. I think the head is a bit too big. Okay, we can actually move it up into position like that. Okay, and perhaps we can rotate it a bit in ceiling fan. Yeah, that's you can rotate it like that. Okay, or you can rotate it so that it would align with your flow of your okay. Perhaps it should look upwards, right? So yeah, let's go to your left elevation. Just edit inside the family like this. Okay, go to your elevation. Okay, your left elevation like this. Just delete. You don't need it anymore. So just select it and rotate it like that. Okay, and load into the project like so. Override. So it will actually face up. Okay, like that. And then we just rotate that. Copy. Rotate that. There. Okay, any question? Any questions so far? Any question from the board? Okay, what about material? What about material? How do we actually put that in the material part? I need to adjust a bit where the head is. Okay. Any more questions? A good question. What's the difference between void extrusion and void revolve? Okay, extrusion is actually going one direction only. Okay, if you see here, what's the difference between extrusion and revolve? Revolve in SketchUp, if you're familiar with SketchUp, is what we call follow me. Okay, what it did is actually it's gonna revolve any profile that you do inside the axis that you want. Okay, I will do a sample here. Let's say if you go to your ceiling plans, right? We want to do like a ring in the column, on the column. So the first one I will do extrusion. Okay, I will do extrusion. Okay, let's set up where it's gonna go. Okay, I want it to be just over the dragon head. So we just put it here. I put the donut. Okay, and then when we go into your ceiling plan, create an extrusion, set your work plane to donut. Okay, and then let's say you want to create an extrusion, right? So once you do an extrusion like this, let's say it's here and here. Okay, so if you go to 3D, that's how it looks. Michelle, that's how it looks. Okay, so it's not really a donut. Okay, let's move it up like that. Okay, let's do a proper donut using void revolve. Okay, go back to your elevation. Okay, create revolve. This same as void and model. Void is only the empty side that you want to cut out. Model is where the you want the solid one. Okay, so the axis is actually here. Okay, the axis is there. Make sure the line is blue for the axis. For the boundary, let's say your donut is somewhere around the same line, like that. Okay, so what it did is actually it will do like that, a donut, a proper donut. Okay, understand, Michelle? Okay, good. Clear, right? And then also you guys are recording this, right? So no issue. Right. Then let's say you've done this one. Just go to your front elevation again. I want to do a couple more hooks before we put some materials on this one. Okay. Right, so we don't really need this one. Okay. So that's our column. Any comments on the column? I have some few tweaks I want to do lah, but I think it's clear now the steps. Okay, let's do the material now. Okay, shall we? Yeah, I just ungroup this one for a while. Okay, how do I actually do the material? It's actually like this. I go to realistic. Okay, and I start to do the material for the crown. Okay, filter out the voids so that you only select the solid material, and go to material, and then click here, the small rectangular, so that you would actually have material profile 1. Okay, yes, So every material here that are set up as material profile 1 is actually it's going to be the material that we propose. Okay, there's a library here. Let's do timber one. Okay, timber appearance. I'll say fully gloss for furniture, or you can do for flooring, the same finishes. Okay, like that. Okay, okay. Then it will change the top part into timber like that. Then if you want to change this one, also similar, you just click here. This one also you can click, right? This one is instance, so you just change it accordingly. But if you want to attach to the parameters, so just put there. Okay, the dragon also, dragon, okay, the dragon, edit family, the dragon head, you just change this one. Okay, because it's inside, so we just do a shared parameters. Okay, shared parameters. Do this one as a material parameters, like usual. This one, we put another one, material. Okay, and load into the project like this one, override. Okay, when you click this one, it's actually inside here. Attach this one to your material profile. Okay, so now it's actually there. This one also, if you go in, all this one, you change into material profile. Okay. Right, for the body, for the base, I want it to be material profile 2. So it will change the material profile base into, any ideas? I have no idea actually for this one. Perhaps galvanized steel. Yeah, this one. Okay, like that. Okay, for the main body, we change the material into another material, body material. Okay, so we change that into, I want a bit of white color, so we just go into ceramics color. Okay, porcelain like this one. Yeah. Anyone wants to share some ideas? That's actually the crafted columns that I did for this one. Anyone wants to ask a question? How do we load this one into a project? Usually what I did is I go into, let's say, a sample project, right? We do a sample Revit project, basic project. Yeah, this one. Okay, and then you go to your level 1, which is your area for this one. Okay, I want to do it here, so if you do like a view from here to the rest of the building, okay, like that, you will have something like that to work on. Okay, I want to do 2 columns here so that it would actually helps in terms of that. Okay, we will adjust later on. Close hidden windows to make sure it's clear and clean. Okay, go back to your columns, or dragon columns. Don't forget to save. Okay, save. Okay, all right, and then look into the project basic. Excuse me. Right, so that's your column. Okay, let's put one here and another one on this side. Okay, so go to your 3D view. You can see that your dragon column is there. Okay, but it's actually gonna be a bit higher. So let's just edit the model. Okay, edit the model so that it's actually is gonna go up until here because it's a custom column, so it will not actually change according to the levels. Okay, and so you need to move this one up, but it's there. You see, the custom one is or overshoot the floors, so we need to adjust. We either adjust the model or we adjust the whole thing. Okay, so this one I would actually increase that to here. Okay, and then the floor I would add another 1000, and this one I would add another 1000. Okay, the ceilings we just delete it for now, and this one just add another 1000. Okay, because the profile that we put there is more than that. Okay, so if you go back to this one, you can see that our column is there somewhere. Okay, so it's more than that. It's actually 1300. Let's say. So it's actually there. So same as this one. 1250. Let's say. Oh no, too much. So 1100. Like that. Okay. Okay. So this needs to troubleshoot a bit. You will face a few problems here and there, but the idea is there. Okay, the idea is there how to craft our building elements using our crafted items. Okay, any more question or ideas? Okay, want to do the let's compare to what I did yesterday. Okay, let's compare to what I did yesterday. Okay, this is actually what I did yesterday. Okay, so load into project. Put it here. Okay, so this is yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Any comments or question or ideas that I can help you? Guys, still here? Anyone have questions? Nope. Good. Anyone have ideas on their craft? You want to say something? Anyone? I could help you to show how to build it, like the dragon just now. Okay. Okay, perhaps you want to exploit yourself. Yeah. I think if you record the session, can you actually extrude it out and post it in the CN? Who actually record this one? Okay, so can you try to post these recordings inside CN so that those who didn't make it to the class um, can actually go through it as well? Okay. For the attendance, now we are at we're supposed to have 50, but right now only 46. So can anyone double check on that? Okay, I'm downloading the attendance list now. Okay. Anyone have any ideas about um, their craft, their crafted elements? Okay, so long. The recordings of the class. Can you help to post it in CN?